아빠 계단 잘 보고 뒤로 와. 계단 잘 보고 뒤로 와.
Languages. Okay. But I'll start my commentary. We'll start off to the right. Obviously, we've got the London Eye. It's fairly self-explanatory, really. It's not very interesting to talk about. What is quite interesting that took place. For your pictures, go to the left. The oldest thing that we're going to see today. You get the best view from this position, from the river. If you was passing, is anybody staying in the Savoy? I don't blame you. It is very, very expensive. I was looking a couple of weeks ago. The cheapest room, £600. To stay in the green roof section for one night, £2,000 for one night. But it does come with a full English breakfast in the morning, free of charge. Well done. The bridge ahead of us, the name is on the face, the Waterloo Road Bridge, this one. Or we refer to it as the Ladies' Bridge. This bridge was built, the programme this morning, Phil and Holly, they sit on the other side of those windows. They use this part of the river we're travelling through as their background. So you never know, we might be on live television as we come. And also to the right there, as the tide's low enough, look to the right and you can see we even have our own golden, tropical, sandy beach on the banks of the Thames. Look at that. The Southeast Riviera, that is. So you don't need the Bahamas or the Seychelles, do you? Come so lovely. Lovely beaches. Grown men building sandcastles as well. Look at that. Fantastic. That red brick building to the right, that's the old Stanford Wharf. It used to be the largest cold meat storage warehouse. Today, flats and apartments, or what I like to refer to as unaffordable housing on the banks of the Thames. Very, very expensive place to live. On the roof of the building, inside the glass box, the Oxo restaurant. Advertising for over 60 years here on the Thames. Well done. So the tide is quite low, but if you want a nice picture of the city, look ahead of us and to the left, some of our newest buildings, and all in the same picture. This is probably the best time to get a picture of St Paul's Cathedral. The actual city of London is just 1 square mile. You can see it all the way ahead of us to the left. It starts, where I pointed out the St Catherine, it finishes at Tower Bridge, 1 square mile. Okay. Tower Bridge is also known as the gateway into the solar-powered roof. Powers the station. It's also angled in a way that all of the rainwater is used in the station as well. And you can see the train has actually stopped in Blackfriars Station. That's the school that Daniel Radcliffe went to. Or the actor who played Harry Potter. So that's the school that he went to. Alright, not Hogwarts. He didn't go to Hogwarts. He went to Hogwarts afterwards. I was told it cost everybody's leaving. As I was saying, you can go inside Shakespeare's Globe today. It is open, but it's only open for plays during the summer season. It's only open for guided tours today, so you can go inside, have a look around, but the reason that it only opens for plays, it's a lot of money just to go up to the Capitol windows. So your best alternative, as I say, if anybody is interested It's called the Sky Garden London. Alright, you can do a search online, or you can see it before it's put on sale around the country. Vintners Place. I have applied for a job in there every year for the last 10 years. They get paid to taste alcohol. What a fantastic job that is. Southwark Bridge is ahead of us. You'll only see professional drivers driving across usually. It's one of the least used bridges due to the approach roads. They're so well hidden that nobody can really find the bridge to use it. They do say... in the corner of the bridge, the building with the red window frames, this is the Anchor at Bankside. A very old and famous riverside pub as well. Said to be used by William Shakespeare as a changing facility for the original Globe Theatre. The fastest Olympic swimmers, they swim, or Michael Phelps, I believe he swims at about 3 knots, maybe even 4, but this flows at about 6 knots. So you would never be able to swim against the flow of time. Something for the kids, for the children. To the right, we have a pirate ship on the right hand side. In between the buildings, you can see the back end of a full working pirate ship. You can see she is open to the public. There's a few people on there. You can take the kids on there. She's a full working replica of Sir Francis Drake's Golden Hind. To the right, Southwark Cathedral is behind that tree. There we go. Baptised inside was a man called John Harvard. So he grew up in London. He went over to America. He was one of the founders of Harvard University. There's the viewing platform I mentioned. If you look to the left, you can see it much clearer, the people walking around on top of the building. A much clearer view of the Shard now as well, to the right. It stands over 1,000 feet high. And that was taken by the architects for his design. They offered him nearly £3 million. He turned it down. He requested an apartment, which they gave to him. He lived in it for 1 year. He then sold it for £48 million. So well done to him. Very clever man. To the right, the warship, the HMS Belfast. Again, you can see she's open to the public as well. She's open as an extension of the Imperial War Museum. She's been sat here since the 19th. For the meantime, just quickly, to the left, there is something that you can only really see from here as opposed to inland. On the river wall to the left, and that's the once opened archway. That's where you would have been taken if you were found guilty of treason. River traffic to pass up through the bridge. In fact, what we'll do, we'll give you the picture and then we'll move over to the other side. We'll take you a little bit picture of Tower Bridge on the map, or also known as the gateway into London. You can see the reason we had to make this event. They run. That's exactly right over there. The Farringdon, the Virgin London Farringdon, they run across.
뭐?
어디?